Words appear. Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway? Present, in association with Sterling Creation, Dining with Donna. Sponsored by VIP Tech.
Greetings, everybody, and I'm Donna Jodhan, your host for week 4 of September. It's a show called Dining with Donna. It's a brand new show that I started in September, thanks to my dear friend Victor giving me the opportunity to give this a try. I'm no chef, I'm no culinary artist, but I'm just good old me who loves to have fun in the kitchen, mucking around, imagining, creating, chatting with my friends and family, exchanging recipes. I really enjoy this, and I think I've come a long way from my student days when I just used to cook things in a hurry. Sometimes I burnt some. Sometimes, God help me, it didn't taste very good, but you know what? I can tell you now that I can eat my own food, and I can even share it with friends and family. Oftentimes they tell me that it tastes good, so there you go. I'm not that bad after all. And I want to thank you for having started to send me suggestions and your thoughts and your feedback. It's very important that I know what you're thinking out there. And I also know that it is difficult to listen to this entire show. So my dear friend Victor is going to provide you with a textual version of my shows every week, or my weekly show. Okay? So not to worry, and if you have any questions at all, just write to me at askdonna on blindlife@gmail.com. That is askdonna on blindlife@gmail.com. And it's askdonnablinDlife@gmail.com. For the month of September, we concentrated on giving you recipes that were 300 calories or less. Week 1, we had Asian pork tenderloin, which I have tried several times. Week 2, it was barley with currants and pine nuts. It's sort of a different type of recipe, but still worth sharing. Week 3, it was mushroom wild rice. I enjoyed making this one too. It's come out very well, and I really enjoyed it. Alright, and for this week, we're going to be making something a little spicy for you. It's called vegetable curry. Okay? Vegetable curry. I think I had vegetable fried rice on my mind here. Sorry about that, folks. Good. Now, it's important, at least for me, before I start cooking, to line up organize all of the tools or implements that I would need on my counter, and then my ingredients. So let's try it my way, and if you have a better way, hey, share with Donna, okay? Right. Here are the tools or the implements that you would need for this week. You would need a food chopper, small food chopper would do, or a paring knife. You can use either, depending on your preference. And, some of these food choppers have come down in price quite a lot, so it may not be too difficult to obtain one. And you don't need a food chopper especially adapted for a blind person, or even a paring knife for a blind person, as long as you use it, very aptly. Use your fingers to help you. Use your fingers carefully. Don't get in the way of the paring knife. Alright? A can opener. I have 2 types of can openers. I have a battery-operated can opener, which I think I bought it in Montreal. My best friend gave me a gift of one, and I bought one at Walmart in Montreal. I think I also bought one at Walmart here in Toronto. And the manual one, it's the one with a little wheel where you You place that at the edge of your can, and then you start using the little handle at the side to start cranking away. So you can either have the battery operated can opener or the manual one, as I call it. Right? Measuring cups, as always. Set of 4 cups, 1 cup, 3/4 cup, half cup, and 1/4 cup, all in this set. So it's stackable. Again, you can buy this at the home hardware store or any kitchen store. And measuring spoons, again, available in tablespoon, 3/4 spoon, half teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon. Okay? Again, you have your tablespoon, you have your teaspoon, 3/4 teaspoon, half teaspoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon. Stackable as well. Okay? Mixing bowls. You must not ever forget to have mixing bowls on hand, because I like to put each of my ingredients in separate mixing bowls before I combine them together. And of course the crock pot. Again, mine is kind of old. The more modern ones enable you to do fancy things like do pressure cooking, broiling, all kinds of things. You know, I bought one maybe 2 or 3 years ago from Walmart, and I still haven't opened the coral thing. I still depend on my old crock pot. I don't know, it's nice and easy. And you need a pot spoon suitable for use in a hot pot. A pot spoon or a mixing spoon, and make sure that it's Rubbermaid. Any pot spoon or mixing spoon with a stainless steel handle, I don't like it because it gets hot very quickly and it can burn you. Alright, a skewer and paper towels. Always handy to have paper towels close by in case of spills, or sometimes you need to wipe your spoon or your measuring cup before using it a second time. Alright, here come the ingredients for baking potatoes, and you need to dice them. I think in this case I'm going to use my paring knife to dice them up. I mean, no harm in cutting them into very small pieces and then putting them into your vegetable chopper and chopping away with that. Okay, so you need 4 baked potatoes and you need to dice them. Put them into one of your mixing bowls. 1 large yellow onion chopped. Alright, so you got to peel Mr. Onion first with a paring knife. Then you slice your onion, okay? Slice them into maybe 1/4 slices. And then put each 1/4 slice separately into your food chopper and chop away. Do not try to put the entire onion into your food chopper. It won't do any good, because I'll tell you why. What happens is that some of it gets chopped and some of it doesn't get chopped. So, again, take your large onion, cut it in quarters, and then you can use your fingers to pry the slices apart. Put each 1/4 onion separately into your chopper and chop away. And when you chop each 1/4 onion, you put it into another mixing bowl. Okay? So you should have, using your food chopper 4 times to chop up your onion in quarters. You need 1 red bell pepper. Chop them again, I will say, to those of you who are blind or vision impaired and you can't see the color, it really doesn't matter. Okay? You need to chop up this red bell pepper. But like I said, first cut it, use your paring knife to cut the bell pepper in half. Empty the seeds into your garbage can. Do not do it over your sink. If you do it over your sink, you run the risk of clogging up your sink's drain. And then you're going to have to pay a lot to the plumber to come and unclog it for you. So, cut the bell pepper in half to start with. Empty the seeds into your garbage can. And then you go about your business chopping it up. You can either use a paring knife to do your chopping up. Mind your fingers now. Use your fingers to assist you to help chop it up, or cut it into manageable pieces. Cut it horizontally and then put it into the food chopper. Make sure that the food chopper is not overflowing, and then chop away. Okay? And then you put that into another mixing bowl. I know it's a lot of mixing bowls, but if you run out of mixing bowls, you can use other bowls. Okay, like a cereal bowl or something like that. You need 2 carrots, and you need to dice them. The paring knife may be better. Just dice it up with your paring knife. Make sure that you buy carrots that do not have, peel on them. Cut off the head of the carrot, where those little leaves are, and cut the bottom of the carrot as well. Just, that's what I do. So cut the top and the bottom of the carrot before dicing it. Alright? And you put that into a mixing bowl. And then you need 2 tomatoes. Chop them up. I know they squirt all over the whole place. So chop them up, put it into another mixing bowl. Or if you run out of mixing bowls, you can use other types of bowls. Okay? Alright. You need a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Use your can opener to do this. You can use a manual can opener or a battery operated can opener. I use either or. I'll tell you today what happened to me. My battery operated can opener got stuck, so I have to use the manual can opener. Okay? 3/4 cup of water is what you need. 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. I think, you can put leave the teaspoons of cumin seeds, put it into a mixing bowl along with your tomatoes. Put that separately into another bowl. Oh my God, so many bowls. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And 3 cups of cauliflower. And what I will tell you here is that your cauliflower, buy the florets because it's easy. The cauliflower florets, and measure 3 cups of those. Now, it comes in a package, so it's quite easy to just, measure it using your cups. Instead of buying a whole cauliflower and trying to cut it up. Buy the florets. It's in a package in the produce section of your supermarket. And 1 package, 10-ounce package of frozen peas. So leave that alone. Just take it out and put it aside on your counter. Don't do anything with it as yet. Alright? You gotta make sure it's thawed. Alright? So take out your 10-ounce package of peas, put it on your counter, and make sure that it is thawed. Put it to the side. Alright. Now, you're ready to start combining. First, combine your potatoes, your onions, your bell peppers, and carrots in a crock pot. Again, combine your potatoes, your onions, your bell pepper, and carrots and tomatoes in the crock pot. Right? So use your spoon to combine all of these in the crock pot. Make sure that they're all combined and that, they're all mixed well with each other. They're all getting along with each other. Don't leave potatoes at one side and carrots at another side. Make sure they're all combined together, nicely combined. Use your spoon to do that, and do that in your crock pot. Okay? And then you stir in your tomato paste, your water, your cumin seeds, and salt and garlic powder. Okay, so you have to stir in your tomato paste, your water, your cumin seeds, salt and garlic powder. Stir that in, and again use your spoon to combine everything together. Make sure everything is mixed in properly. Alright? Add your cauliflower next and stir well. Stir for your life here. It must be stirred well or else it won't come out very good. Okay, you can cover now and cook on low for 8 to 9 hours or until your vegetables are tender. And what you do, and I would say maybe after 7 hours you start checking your crock pot to make sure that everything is tender. Use the sense of touch to make sure that all your vegetables are tender. Now be very slow, careful, and precise. Make sure that all of your vegetables are tender. You don't want to leave any of your vegetables not being tender. Use your spoon to do this, okay? Make very, very sure. It's not as difficult as you might think. I tried this. First time around, some of my veggies were not as tender as they should be, but by the third time I was much better at it, okay? Practice makes perfect. And you stir in your peas just before serving. Just before serving, stir in your peas. Again, make sure that the peas is stirred in properly with the rest of the veggies, okay? This makes 6 servings. And now you're going to be asking about the, levels of different things here. All right. Calories, you have 191 calories. Total fat is 1g. Saturated fat is 0g. Protein is 7g. Carbohydrates, 41g. Cholesterol is 0 mg. Fiber is 9g. And sodium is 464 mg. How does that sound to you? This is a nice recipe for another coolish day. I like cooking this on a cool day, especially for lunch. I take my time and cook the whole thing. Well, what I have to do is when I cook it for so many hours, I don't eat it till very late in the evening. Or if I have it for lunch, I leave it and, eat it the next day. But I think it might be better to cook this and have it for your dinner. Okay? Good. I hope this is something that you would enjoy. And before I leave you, let's give you a little tip. Yeah, let's give you a little tip. Alright. How about something, you're a little bit in a hurry. When something goes wrong and you're in a hurry. The meat is still in the freezer. Oh boy, how many times has this happened to poor old Donna? What you do is place your meat into a sealable plastic bag and drop into a pan of water. Warm water. Place your put your dish drainer upside down in the sink. All right, and run the hot water to about an inch from the top. Oh, let me start it all over again. Okay, place your meat into a sealed bag and put into a pan of warm water. Put your dish drainer into your sink, okay? Put it upside down into the sink and run hot water to about an inch. From the top of the drainer, put your meat on top of the drainer, alright, and cover. And that should be a way for you to unfreeze meat that is frozen. Another thing some people do is that they use their microwave oven to unfreeze meat. That might be an easier way to do. This is a bit more cumbersome. So, you can use this technique, and again, Victor has the text version of my show for this week, and we'll have it for every week. If you have any questions, please write to me at askdonnaonblindlife@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, and we'll go from there. Folks, I want to thank you for coming in this week to listen to me, and I hope you're enjoying my recipes. Thank you, Victor. I hope you try this one out. Tell us what you think. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great week. Enjoy the rest of September, and we'll see you for the month of October. Take care and stay safe. Bye for now.
You can catch Dining with Donna Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway?